things superficial still, such as employee trash collection campaign. Yes, they still overlook important aspects like how their investment impact the environment. So normally, a CEO pay is tied to how well the company performs financially. However, now the ESG report carries significant weight, similar to the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. When a CEO compensation is linked to how environmentally friendly the company appears to be, it puts a lot of pressure on ensuring that the ESG report is accurate. I will pass to George to explain the IFRS standard.
Thank you. I'm George. There are one more example of greenwashing by corporation. Volkswagen is a German motor car manufacturing company over 8 years, and is one of the world leader motor car manufacturing worldwide. The business growth is shaping the zero emission and autonomy future and mobility with their brand name, business unit, and financial service. But the United States Environment Protection Agency report the notice of violation of Clean Act of to Volkswagen, which revise the program of turbocharged direct injection to activate their emission control for passing the test. Ewing also mentioned that this software will cover around 11 million car worldwide. Volkswagen take advantage of the false growth about environment friendly to misleading the public. Under this situation, the International Financial Reporting Standard issued IFRS 1, which provides some guidelines on the user group and consideration in determining material information. The principle of IFRS 1 general requirement of disclosure of sustainability-related financial information is to disclose the information for all sustainability-related risks by entity and provide opportunities and useful resources to the user for making decisions. The details of disclosure is included as below. The government processing, control, and processing the entity user to monitor, manage and oversee sustainability related risks and opportunity. Number 2 is the entity strategy for management sustainability related risks and opportunities. Number 3 is processing the entity used to identify, assess, priority, and monitor sustainability related risks and opportunities. Number 4 is the entity performed in relation to sustainability related risks and opportunities include process work and any targets the entities has set is required to meet by law and regulation. Here are some objectives of IFRS 1. Number 1 is to adjust to issue of greenwashing. Number 2 is provide a standardized and credible framework for sustainability report. Number 3 is establish clean and transparent report requirement. Number 4 is to help the company to avoid the temptation to engage in greenwashing. Number 5 is to help the investor and other stakeholders to better evaluate a company's sustainability efforts. Finally, is to help the company to build trust and credibility with their stakeholders. Well, there are some advantage and disadvantage about the IFRS S1. The advantage is that it provides consistent and relevant information and guidelines. It is easily to compare with the different companies under measuring sustainability related risk and opportunity. The disadvantage is the Sandra mentioned that small companies may feel complex and costly when they fulfill all requirements of sustainability related financial disclosure. So there are different opinions about mandatory and voluntary disclosure. For mandatory disclosure, this is a mainstream part of investment decision making. Global reporting also says that it decreases the risk of greenwashing by holding companies accountable for provide the comprehensive information. For the voluntary disclosure, the company can focus more resources to create the innovation, product, and service. Oh,
So thank you, George. And here to conclude, to make some conclusions, greenwashing brings out the following issues. Consumer will be misled, company image will be negatively affected, as well as weaken the sustainability efforts. And for this, it's important for each company to formulate some policies for executing, ensuring, and monitoring itself environmental practices. And these are our references list, and hope you now have a more better understanding of this topic. Thank you. And now, shall we move on to the Q&A time? And do you have any questions to raise up? Yes?
Do you think greenwashing problem will be more serious after IFRS S1 implementation?
Good question. Thank you, Fanny. I believe so because ESG report is mandatory for listed company now, especially it requires companies to disclose key performance indicator, which is KPI. Firstly, company will participate in ESG sector more often and may seek ESG financing to fulfill the indicators specifically in ESG report. Secondly, investors may show bigger interest in corporate ESG performance as they want to attract the funds. Thank you. Any question else?
I have a question. Do you think Hong Kong listed companies should be required to disclose financial information related to IFRS S1?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your question. Yes, I think Hong Kong listed companies should mandatorily disclose the financial statement, as it provides a consistent and relevant information and guidelines for investors. Oh, thank you. Anyone else?
You just mentioned about the formulating some policies regular on it. Can you give us some examples?
Yes, for sure. And thanks for the question. Personally, I think the first point the company can and must and should do is talking about to educate their staff by providing some examples of indicators which will constitute some greenwashing issue, so as to keep companies' sustainable practices implemented on the right track. And also let them know how important the sustainability is. And the second point, I think that is a company may get some third-party recognition by obtaining sustainable certifications from them to build up the company's trust. And for example, in Hong Kong, we may have the Hong Kong Chartered Governance Institute. Thank you.